My name is Amanda Baise. I called earlier and spoke with one of the operators there at Region 4. I was referred to a Rafaela Mora, who I also contacted at her number there at the EPA, and she had a message that said if it was an emergency to contact her on her cell number. I called the cell phone number because this is an emergency, and her phone has no answering machine. It has a voicemail that hasn't been set up. So I need to report crimes that are being committed, environmental crimes. I've already reported these for 5 years, and the EPA has not gotten back to me. Are you an EPA representative?
I'm a federal agent that works for the EPA.
Okay, you're a federal agent, but are you a contractor?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you actually are you an EPA? I'm sorry, when you said you're a federal agent, I'm confused. Do you work directly for the EPA?
Yes, they're the ones that pay my salary.
Okay, so you're an EPA representative, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're just being kind of vague. I just want to know exactly who I'm
No,
talking.
ma'am, I'm answering your questions. Let's get on with this. What is your problem?
Okay. Why are you being so harsh to me? I've already called there. I just explained to you that I've reported environmental crimes for 5 years now using your website, epa.gov/tips. And I also testified on C-SPAN to the EPA. And
Yes, ma'am.
I have yet to hear any response back to any of my formally filed complaints. And I would like.
Ma'am, I haven't received it. This is the first time I've heard of any of this.
Okay, good. Well, then we can start fresh then. My name's Amanda.
First of all, where's the location that the crime is occurring?
Earth. All over Earth. I mean, I personally witness in Virginia, Georgia, California, Florida, most of the United States, overseas, everywhere. So, you can almost just pick any place. I don't know a place that they are not committing this environmental crime. And so I need to know, who do I speak with to formally file this complaint and have it investigated.
What's the crime, ma'am?
The crime is airplane pollution, which is
airplane pollution. Okay.
yes, which is saturating the environment, and it is detrimental. They're blocking out the sun with airplane emissions. We have absolutely no idea what are in these emissions. I have lab results, hair samples, water, soil, and blood showing high levels of strontium, aluminum, barium, mercury, lead, uranium, and other nefarious toxins, chemicals, and heavy metals. Yet no one is in the EPA is getting back to me, and I would like to know why, and who do I report this to?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Okay, you don't know, but you're the Environmental Protection Agency. This is an environmental crime, so I'm reporting a crime to you. Do you have a criminal division I can formally report this to?
Yes, ma'am. I actually work for the criminal division, but I'm trying to figure out what the crime actually is.
The crime is toxic aerosol spraying into the environment.
Okay.
Okay. So can you help me out?
I'm not saying, listen, I'm not patronizing you or anything, but I'm failing to see what the crime actually is.
The crime is toxic aerosols are being sprayed intentionally into our atmosphere. For what reason, I'm not going to speculate, but I document these crimes, environmental crimes, ecocide, on a daily basis. I have brought this information forward to you.
Who are the violators of this?
Is that my job to figure out? You're the Environmental Protection Agency. These airplanes need to be identified. I filled out my forms on EPA.
These airplanes need to be identified.
Yeah, I filled out the forms. Don't patronize me, sir. What's your name again?
I'm trying to figure out what the crime is.
John Wilber. How do you spell your last name? Wilber?
That's correct.
Okay, good. I got your name. I just want to make sure. So basically, when I report that there is insane airplane pollution here in Hampton Roads, and I document it, and my friends in Georgia report to FEMA Region 4, not FEMA, but EPA Region 4, that these crimes are being committed, and you guys fail to not only identify the aircraft that we're speaking of, but investigate the air, who are we supposed to go to?
So, do we need to close down all the airports?
No, sir. You need to identify the spraying aircraft that we're reporting to you. I have it all documented in video, photograph, and I just told you I have blood, hair, water, and soil samples that show high levels of everything I just stated earlier.
Now, what aircraft are you talking about? Like agriculture ones that are spraying pesticides and herbicides on fields, or?
No, although those are dangerous as well, but I'm speaking of fleets of aircraft on a daily basis that are spraying the atmosphere, covering the sky with deadly emissions that are turning into large plumes that are contaminating the air that we breathe. This is not a conspiracy theory, sir. This is a fact. And for you to make light of it and pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you're familiar with the term chemtrails, but I've avoided using that term with you because I already see your attitude towards me, and I don't appreciate it. I want you to take what I'm saying seriously. I've formally filed my complaints for 5 years. Can you?
So the contrails on the airplane.
Wait. You just said contrails. I didn't say contrails. I said chemtrails. These are chemical trails. This isn't condensation, and condensation itself is a chemical. Water itself is a chemical. So if you believe that those are contrails without identifying the planes I'm talking about, without even investigating the area that I'm telling you is being sprayed, you just come out with contrails. What makes you say that they're contrails without doing any investigation into it?
Got me.
No, I want an answer.
That's just what I've always been told they were called.
Wait, you've been told? You're the EPA. What area of the environment is your specialty, or what do you investigate?
Crimes, the criminal part of it.
Okay, good. Then I have the right person. This is a crime against humanity, and it's ecocide. I'm reporting a crime to you. Is there something you can do for me?
Well, what is your name, ma'am?
My name is Amanda Baise. I actually stated that in the beginning of the call, and I'm stating it again.
Can you spell your last name for me?
I sure can. B as in boy, A-I-S-E.
And where you?
I live in Virginia Beach.
All right.
And is there any way that you can pull up my file on your computer and look over the past 5 years of formally filed complaints I've given to you guys?
I don't have access to that.
Okay. What can you do for me?
Probably research to find a civil side you can talk to.
You can find a what?
On the civil side, I cover Region 4. I don't cover that part of the United States.
I'm calling to report Region 4. I have friends in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, I explained that, and when she first asked me where I was calling from, I said I'm calling about Atlanta, Georgia, but I live in Virginia Beach because this is a global epidemic. This isn't a Virginia Beach thing.
Well, I'd have to do a little more research on this end.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that no one's ever called you to complain about airplane pollution?
No, ma'am. This is the first I've heard of it.
Is this the first you've heard of airplane pollution being an issue?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. And are you are you a manager there, or?
No, not even close.
Okay, so is there someone else I can speak to that may be more familiar with this issue?
No, ma'am. They're all in the field today. I'm the only one in the office.
You're the only person in the entire office, and you've never heard of airplane pollution.
No, ma'am.
Do you realize how scary this is for me to realize this, that you're claiming that you've never heard of airplane pollution, and you're the only man in the EPA office? That's an EPA agent, and you're a federal agent.
That is correct. There's only 4 of us here anyways.
So there's only 4 EPA representatives in the entire region 4?
Oh, in Atlanta.
In Atlanta? Oh, my God. I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to overreact, but I am shocked. I would have thought you would have had probably like 100 or something like that. 4. So 1 out of 4. What are the other men working in the criminal unit as well, or are they other units?
In criminal.
So you're saying you only have 4 in the criminal unit, but there's others that are in other units?
Yes, but I don't work with them, so I don't.
Okay, so now I'm calling to report a crime against humanity to you. Will you please take my report?
I've been taking notes the whole time, ma'am.
Okay, I know, but I need a OMB control number. I need a copy of this report with my name on it, my address, my phone number. I need to know that you're the one that took it. I need your information. Can I get all of that?
Through a FOIA request.
Wait a second. I have to get a FOIA request to
Yes, ma'am.
wait to file a complaint about the environment.
No, to get a copy of it.
Oh my God. I'm never at a loss for words, but you actually have me at a loss for words. Are you going to investigate this? If you don't, you know that you're guilty of omission, right? Do you know what omission is?
What?
You're guilty of omission, Mr. Federal Agent John Wilbur. Omission is failure to act. It is a crime. You could go to jail for this if you don't investigate this. I'm calling to report a crime to you, and you're refusing to investigate it for me or give me any information about my case number unless I get a FOIA request.
I'm just following policy.
There is no policy. What policy is this? To ignore people that call you hysterical about an environmental crime?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. Is there any information you want from me to get back to me, or
I have it, ma'am.
are you going to get back to me, sir?
I'm sure after I do some, investigating on this side.
Okay. So the first thing you're going to start off is